If you work for a company, any company, the odds are that you have a set of branding guidelines that are published for everybody to use. These guidelines typically include imagery, fonts, colors, logos. Since all this information is already published, why not build your dashboards and your reports to match the styling that's already available, rather than reinventing the wheel? And by the way, never skip wheel day. I'll give you a quick tour on how to create your own styles and themes in Dundas BI to save your users potentially a lot of time in the long run. Oh, and I'm Jeff, and this is Off the Charts with Jeff. The concept around themes and styles is pretty straightforward. You have dashboards. Dashboards have controls on them: charts, tables, buttons, labels, etc. Each of these controls have properties, and you can modify these properties to style your visualizations in any way that you want. Dundas BI is actually known for having an insane amount of properties to help you deliver on the maximum amount of customization possible. Now, if you've got a lot of similar elements on the screen and you want them all to look exactly the same, it'd be very tedious to have to style each one of these one at a time. So what do? Well, you style one of the visualizations once, let's say one for a bar chart, one style, one for your buttons, one for your labels. And once you have a style created, you can apply these to further common elements. So every button can now look like your new button style that you've created, rather than forcing you to go do it over again. Now you might be thinking, yikes, I have to go create a style for each separate type of visualization. Why can't I share them? Well, each visualization is different. If you have a frame and a chart, your frame is probably going to be accented differently than your chart. It's going to have different properties in it. So you would have to create separate versions of it because it would look silly otherwise. So we do force you to create separate versions for each, kind of on purpose. And of course, you don't have to go style every possible visualization within the product. You may only be using a certain subset. Maybe most of your visualizations are bars and lines and buttons, right? Make a style for those. Baby steps. As you start exploring into more complicated visualizations, create styles for those as well. Here's a quick style that I created. Now, funny story. I live in Canada, specifically Ontario, who recently released a new license plate style. The problem is that it's not quite readable at night. And it's been giving everyone a bit of a laugh while the government quickly tries to resolve this. Actually, it looks really cool during the daylight, so I hope they do get this solved in a nice way and still keep the cool style. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to poke fun at this and build an Ontario style, which I've gone ahead and done. And you can see that applying a style is as simple as right-click, apply style. Once you've created one, it's a matter of just using that save button and giving it a name if you have one that you're happy with. This might be really fun one day to build out a full Ontario theme, but I don't have that much time. Now, what are themes? As I mentioned before, you have styles. Themes are a collection of styles. So if you create an Ontario theme, it would have a button style, a frame style, a chart style, whatever you need to include within it. So if you want to play with this, Dundas BI actually includes a bunch of themes that you can try out by yourself. Go to any dashboard, click the theme button, and apply theme. And this will give you a quick taste of how it works. You can apply this to any one of your dashboards that you have today. Now, there's one last thing that would be helpful for you to know. You can change the default theme for the Dundas BI application. So once you've gone and created your own, hit that admin button, go to Setup, and find a setting called Default Theme ID. If you put the ID of your theme into this property, what will happen is whenever a user drags something onto the dashboard, if you have a style for it, it'll automatically apply it using your theme. So again, a great way for you to allow your users to have a pre-built set of styles that maybe you create up front for them that matches corporate branding. Save them a lot of time in playing with properties and worrying about the look and feel of what they create. They can get right down to the data instead. So definitely helpful. Are you looking to match corporate branding? Check out a video that we did called Enhance Your BI Experience Using Custom Menu Navigation. This is the next thing you'd probably want to look into when trying to offer users a beautiful reporting solution that perfectly matches your corporate branding. I hope this has been helpful, and thanks for watching.